1. This is RTP. This is RTP180.
Thanks, sir. Perfect. So I'm going to start by leveling with you. I used to not think I got nervous before speaking, but I just got this Fitbit, and it's telling me exactly how nervous I'm getting, and it's making me more nervous. So sort of put an asterisk on this. This is the first time that's happened. But in any case, I'm Stuart Ruffin. I'm Executive Director of the North Carolina Military Foundation. And I'm going to do something slightly different. And there are a couple of questions that have come up that primes this. Most people that get up here will talk about their organization, their widgets, their technology that they're making that's making a difference. I'm going to talk about the defense sector as a whole and what that means for your technologies. So let's dive in. And most importantly, how is it that you can benefit from this growing defense economy? But first things first, what is the Military Foundation? This is an eye test, and good luck in the back. But I'll tell you, we do work on the strategic level with our state's leaders in industry, government, and academia, essentially to help folks seize on strategic opportunities to grow this defense economy. And to give an example, a few years ago, we got a number of groups together to connect our motorsports organizations with our Special Operations Command. And the results of that were better parts, better suspensions, some human factors training. We actually had one NASCAR team fielding vehicles in Iraq and Afghanistan with some special operations teams. So it's that kind of impact that we can impart, leveraging what ultimately comes down to a board of directors that has some access, insight, and perspective that we can leverage to support North Carolina's economy, and ultimately we hope to leverage to support you. I'll also mention I see RTI as a sponsor tonight. They're also a sponsor of mine. They are who keep the lights on for me, so thank you. I appreciate that. It also keeps us independent, not worrying about who's in the governor's office, who's in Congress, but allows us to operate as true, honest brokers in this defense space, helping to bring your technologies, your capabilities to support our warfighters downrange. So I was going to go over that slide, but in 5 minutes I can't get to it. If you've got questions, we can get back to it. But let me show you this slide. It's a great graph that I've affectionately stolen from the Center for Strategic International Studies, and it shows defense spending over time listed in billions. And the core takeaway you can see is in the past couple of months, we've gotten a dramatic increase in the amount of spending overall. And that reflects the general spending environment in DoD. If you add in the overseas budget as well as our nuclear forces, what you'll find is we got a $68 billion increase in FY18 and another $68 billion increase in FY19. The Marines came back from that and said, can we please have more time? We can't spend money that quickly. So this is a great time to be in the defense space after a long, hard slog through sequestration and other challenges. But it's even better because what are they spending this money on? And there are a number of different ways they're doing it, but it comes down to innovation. They've come to find that their traditional defense contractors are not going to be able to alone give them the leap-ahead technologies, the paradigm-shifting technologies that they need to maintain their overmatch advantage against our different adversaries around the world. And so they've created this smattering of organizations to help solve that. And truly, this is maybe 1/10 of the organizations that they've created. They're public, they're private, they range from venture funds to a new 4-star Army command that's rethinking how the Army innovates. But you don't go to a dance because someone there wants to dance with you. You go because it benefits you, because you're interested in it. So the core takeaway I want you to leave with today is that working with the Defense Department, working with DoD offers opportunities to you. It means new customers, it means new revenue, it means new lab equipment, it means access to capital, non-dilutive capital, venture capital, angel capital, it means strategic partnerships, and maybe most importantly, interesting challenges to work on. Now, if you look at the list of things, the binding constraints on growth in the research triangle, you'll find many of these things listed. So this is an opportunity for your business to get involved in a new sector, a growing sector, and one where you can solve your challenges while also supporting the warfighter. If we go further down the rabbit hole and understand where specifically are they spending, honestly, that's a large question, but if you look into Army Futures Command in particular, you can see on the left here, their list the things that they're asking for. Long-range fires, air and missile defense, soldier lethality. And if you get past the jargon, the underlying technology that's going to make all that work, we're talking about networks, we're talking about cybersecurity, data analytics, artificial intelligence, autonomy, many of the things that you're already working on. So to engage with this client, you don't need to change your portfolio. You don't need to change your business. You just need to get connected into the right place. And that leads me to my last point. You have a competitive advantage just by virtue of being in North Carolina. We've got a series of organizations that constitute the best defense sector support infrastructure in the nation, bar none. And I don't just mean supporting our military bases or our veterans. I mean helping businesses, technologists, entrepreneurs, innovators get connected in with these organizations. So you've heard about the Military Foundation providing strategic level insight, access, influence, and perspective. But for example, the North Carolina Military Business Center works one-on-one with innovators to get them hooked into the right place. They also hold a series of defense conferences focused in different technological areas, from military construction to aerospace parts to medical supplies, which they partner with the Biotechnology Center on. We've got a Defense Business Association to help with networking, connectivity throughout the industry. And as Kathy mentioned, we've got an infrastructure within our university systems to take the assets that our best professors are putting together in both education and research and development, and leveraging those to support the warfighters. So no matter what your interest, whether you're an innovator or of any brand, if you're a business, big or small, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're an academic, we have a service in this state that's ready to help you connect with new markets and a new opportunity. This is a tremendous growth area right now, and now it could not be a better time to get involved in this market. My last slide is my contact information, and it's not there because it's pretty. It's there because once you're ready to make this leap, give me a call, shoot me an email, and we'll get you hooked in with the right place. It's a true market opportunity, and we'll help you come along with us. I didn't hear a bell yet. Has it really not been 5 minutes?
You said you were wrapping up, so I thought that'd be nice.
But an angel gets its wings. Thank you.
Ask and ye shall receive. Don't believe I've ever had anyone ask for the bell before, so that's a first for me.